In this video, we will look at Egypt's emerging role as a strategic partner for India in West Asia and Africa. We'll also discuss the idea of Egypt and India coming together as a third pole and acting as a balancing force in global affairs. First of all, let us get familiar with where Egypt is located. Egypt is a transcontinental country. What does that mean? Well, transcontinental means located in more than one continent. For instance, take a look at the map. You will notice that Russia and Turkey are located in two continents, Europe and Asia. So Russia and Turkey are transcontinental countries. Similarly, you can see that Egypt is located both in Africa and Asia. Therefore, it is a transcontinental country. Majorly, Egypt's landmass, including the Nile River and its delta, is situated in the continent of Africa. But there is also a small part of Egypt that extends into Asia known as the Sinai Peninsula. This important peninsula acts as a land bridge connecting Africa and Asia. So we looked at Egypt. Now let us look around further. We can see some water bodies surrounding Egypt. There is Mediterranean Sea to the north. To the east there is Red Sea. And to the northeast we have the Gulf of Aqaba, which separates Egypt from Jordan and Saudi Arabia. Moving on, we find Palestine's Gaza Strip and Israel to the northeast, Sudan to the south, and Libya to the west of Egypt. Alright, we have seen key aspects of Egypt's geography. Now we can delve into our topic. Egypt's geographical position is historically and culturally significant because it has served as a bridge between these two continents. Throughout history, it has facilitated trade, migration, and cultural interactions between Africa and Asia. In present times, Egypt's identity of being a crucial geopolitical and economic cohering point is because of this artificial water body. As you can see, it connects the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. You can also say it divides Africa and Asia. It is called the Suez Canal. It is a key player in international trade between Europe, Asia, and Africa. This crucial waterway guarantees Egypt's power and influence in the Red Sea region. By controlling this passage, Egypt gets to call the shots over the flow of goods and shipping in this critical waterway. The Suez Canal's significance is further amplified by its position as a gateway to the Indo-Pacific region, as that makes it an essential part of global trade networks. So Egypt's got this sweet spot where the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea, Africa, and West Asia all come together. And that grants it a distinct role in shaping regional dynamics. Egypt also plays a significant role as a Mediterranean power due to its centrality in gas geopolitics. Recently, Egypt discovered a large reserve of natural gas in the eastern Mediterranean Sea. With this discovery, Egypt is emerging as a key player in the region's energy scene. This newfound energy wealth positions Egypt as a potential partner for countries like India, which have a growing appetite for energy resources to fuel their expanding economy. So if Egypt and India team up in the Mediterranean space, it could be a win-win situation for both countries. Collaborating with Egypt in Mediterranean space could lead to mutually beneficial opportunities for both nations. Egypt's geographic location and historical connections enable it to bridge the gap between North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa. This positioning allows Egypt to explore various opportunities for enhanced economic cooperation, infrastructure development, and regional integration within Africa. Similarly, India, with its active engagement in Africa, can find common ground with Egypt to strengthen their economic ties. For India, Egypt can act as a gateway to the African continent. Further, Egypt's location in West Asia gives it a unique position to exert influence in the region. Being close to the Middle East makes it a key player in maintaining regional security. It creates opportunities for collaboration in important areas like fighting terrorism, promoting stability, and resolving conflicts. By teaming up with Egypt, India can benefit from its extensive knowledge of the region. Egypt's presence in 4 strategic theaters, that is the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea, Africa, and West Asia, makes it an invaluable partner for India. India can take advantage of this relationship to bolster its own security interests and contribute to stability in the region. Together, Egypt and India can form a mutually advantageous partnership that spans multiple regions and contributes to stability, development, and cooperation in the broader area. As you may have noticed, that India's engagement with Israel and the UAE has seen significant growth in recent years. Both countries have emerged as key partners for India, not only in the areas of defense and security, but also in areas such as technology, agriculture, and innovation. The bilateral relations with Israel and the UAE have been further strengthened through minilateral formats like the I2U2 and the France-UAE-India trilateral format. India's bilateral relations with Saudi Arabia have also witnessed a positive trajectory. The two countries have deepened their engagement across multiple sectors, including energy, trade, investment, and defense cooperation. Saudi Arabia is an important partner for India in ensuring energy security, and the two countries have been working together to enhance bilateral trade and investment ties. Israel is 1, the UAE is 2, Saudi Arabia is 3, and Egypt is emerging as India's 4th main pillar in the Middle East and North African region. The strengthening of the bilateral relationship with Egypt is a priority for India. India aims to expand its influence in Africa and strengthen ties with countries in the region. India and Egypt share historical and cultural connections, and both countries have been working to enhance cooperation in areas such as trade, investment, agriculture, and tourism. If we journey back to the 1950s and 1960s, we find that India and Egypt, alongside Yugoslavia and Indonesia, led the non-alignment movement. During the Cold War, these nations sought to maintain their independence and neutrality amidst the intense rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. Their goal was to carve out a space for themselves, free from the influence and pressures of the superpowers. Fast forward to the present, and we witness a similar dynamic unfolding. Once again, India and Egypt find themselves at the forefront of a global environment dominated by a great power rivalry, this time between the combined West and Russia and China. The historical context and shared struggle against British occupation laid the foundation for India and Egypt to come together back then. They can come together again and strengthen this emerging third pole. They can draw upon their deep-rooted cooperative efforts during the Cold War to navigate the complexities of the current global scenario. In an era of great power competition and economic uncertainty, it is essential for nations to strategically position themselves and pursue their national interests effectively. The world has witnessed an increase in geopolitical tensions following the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the rising tensions over Taiwan. These events have further intensified the competition among major powers, leading to a complex and fluid global landscape. In such a scenario, it becomes crucial for countries to seek alliances and partnerships that align with their national interests. India, with its growing economic prowess and strategic location, has realized the significance of actively shaping the global order. Instead of being caught in the crossfire of existing power blocs, India aims to lead a coalition of regional and middle powers, forming a distinct third pole. This coalition would consist of countries that share similar interests and have a desire to protect their sovereignty while navigating the dynamics of great power competition. India has recognized the need to form a third pole on the global stage, rather than being repeatedly asked to choose sides. The strategic partnership with Egypt contributes to India's vision of a third pole in international politics, where India aims to play a more prominent role in shaping global affairs and promoting a multipolar world order. Egypt, with its rich historical heritage, geopolitical significance, and strategic location connecting Africa, the Middle East, and Europe, presents a promising partner for India. Both nations can leverage their respective strengths to forge a mutually beneficial alliance that contributes to the stability and progress of their regions. Egypt's experience in dealing with regional dynamics and its diplomatic reach can complement India's economic and technological capabilities. By strengthening their relations, India and Egypt can work together to foster economic cooperation, enhance connectivity, and promote regional stability. Their collaboration and joint initiatives would not only benefit the two countries directly, but also have a ripple effect, positively impacting their respective regions. An India-driven third pole can act as a balancing force in global affairs. It provides an alternative for nations seeking to pursue their national interests while avoiding direct alignment with existing power blocs. The coalition of regional and middle powers can collectively address common challenges, promote multilateralism, and advocate for a more inclusive and equitable world order. We are witnessing a new strategic environment in West Asia. The interests of the countries are aligning, leading to increased cooperation and collaboration. Egypt has fully embraced this new strategic environment. In recent times, Egypt had shown support for the Abraham Accords, which were signed between Israel, the UAE, and Bahrain, aiming to normalize relations between these nations. This move by Egypt demonstrates its willingness to adapt to the changing dynamics and work towards regional stability. Moreover, Egypt has also become a member of the Negev Forum, which is a platform for dialogue and cooperation between countries in the Middle East, aimed at improving Arab-Israeli relations. This participation further highlights Egypt's commitment to engaging with its regional neighbors and exploring avenues for collaboration. All this showcases Egypt's readiness to go beyond traditional bilateral relationships and explore mutual interests. These developments signify a major shift in the regional landscape of the Middle East and South Asia. The convergence of interests between Israel, India, and certain Arab states has led to the formation of an alliance that is driving integration in the region. This new strategic environment has the potential to reshape geopolitical dynamics and foster cooperation in various domains, including security, trade, and technology. Undoubtedly, Egypt is emerging as a strategic partner for India in West Asia and Africa. However, as with any geopolitical shift, challenges and uncertainties remain. It will be interesting to observe how this partnership evolves and what its implications will be for the broader region in the years to come.